Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger and my friends. It's been a while, but yes, today it is King of Fighters 15 trailer time. And today's trailer is for Kim Kaphwan, who will be the newest upcoming DLC character in KOF 15. So he's not launching just yet. He's launching sometime in spring. At the very least, we'll go through EVO Japan before he has launched. But yeah, so we have a bit of a look at the character. Kim is one of the most popular characters in the King of Fighters franchise, and he's been, now that he's DLC, in every King of Fighters game. Up until this point, he missed the game and caused quite a kerfluffle, but he's here now, so there you go. Kim fans, you can finally be satiated. So before we get to the trailer breakdown properly, in case you don't know much about Kim, let's just talk about him for a moment here and what he's all about. So first off, Kim's all about Taekwondo. He is the TKD master of fighting games. Horong, I'm sorry, but Kim was here first. Kim is also the nominal leader of Team Korea in King of Fighters. And in most revisions of the games, Team Korea is effectively a glorified prison reform program. Kim is a very strong believer in the concept of justice, and he's trying heavily to reform the criminals of Chang and Choi. And in the vast majority of King of Fighters games, Kim, Chang, and Choi are Team Korea. And for games where that's not the case, like say King of Fighters 14, they both, Chang and Choi and Kim, kind of regret their newfound partners. Kim, Chang, and Choi, they're the original Zoo crew. The idea is through entering the various King of Fighters tournaments and following Kim's very strict discipline and training regimen that eventually Chang and Choi will be reformed of their criminal ways. And let's just say that really hasn't ever worked. At least, luckily for Kim, Chang and Choi have the combined intelligence roughly of Beavis and Butthead, and they can't get too far on their own, so their fates are always kind of stuck together, regardless of how things turn out. If Chang and Choi try to escape, backstab, assassinate, or otherwise try to screw over Kim. Kim is a stern headmaster, and every time they step out of line, he definitely puts them back in their place. Now, that all said, let's talk about the trailer itself. So on a default level, Kim has an all new look. Yes, the classic costume is included, don't worry. But this is a sharp new look for him. And yes, the pants animate. I'm not going to do the whole Kim's pants thing. That's not my bag, but they animate, they're okay, they're fine. So opening up the trailer itself, there's a lot of classic things. Things you would expect, like, hey, does Kim still have the axe kick? You betcha. It ain't going anywhere. Does he still have a lot of his air options? You betcha. So stuff like his dive kick and axe kick in the air, and we'll see that in a moment, that is all still present in the game. His charge flash kick style move and the heavy kick version that has the follow-up, both still present. Classics are here. And as mentioned, here's the jumping axe kick in the air. One thing, they're definitely showing you doing it while jumping backwards. It's been a trend in 2D fighters, Street Fighter especially over the years, over the revisions, to remove options like that. Like you can do it while jumping maybe neutral, jumping forward, but jumping backwards, no way. But don't worry, King of Fighters is definitely old-fashioned, so you can still do all that nonsense jumping backwards. Now this one here, it tricked me for a split second. I'm like, wait a second, is this new? But no, it's actually a classic returning move that he did not have in King of Fighters 14, now returning to him. This is his Rekka series. So he's a triple kick Rekka series, and he has multiple options from therein, and you can choose kind of how it plays out. It has different chains, different paths along the tree. And now, after missing out in King of Fighters 14, the Rekkas are now back. Now, maybe there's some new options, some new pathing, we don't know, but regardless, the base layer move is back. And that's good. Having classic moves return is always fun. We got this guy, which might actually be an all-new move. Definitely leaps up off the ground a little bit, and we'll see that more pronounced later in the trailer as well. So perhaps like an anti-fireball style of move to leave the ground and attack the enemy. Next, we see close heavy punch into his launcher super, level 1. And yes, close heavy punch. Being a kick-heavy character, he's one of those guys where punch buttons wind up being kicks. Always confuses the brain a little bit, but that's how it is. Next up, we get a look at his level 2 rush super. So, as usual, you know, a King of Fighters Rambo / rush style super, lots of hits and all that. The one thing I like is they're showing it from exactly full screen. In King of Fighters 14 specifically, this move would go like 98% of the screen, but it would miss from exactly full screen. So they're trying to tell us, hey, in King of Fighters 15, this does work from exactly full screen. So another strong anti-projectile option on the table at the very least. Here we get another glimpse at the Rekka series again. So now we're seeing it in the EX version, and they're being a little clever here because they're showing the multiple routings. So we get an extended juggle combo, ends with a big flash kick ender, that's great. As you can see here, Rekka option number 1 leaves with a juggle with the EX version. Now starting again, we go different route, now it's a ground bounce from which we can follow up. So multiple routes and multiple options to juggle the foe, so you can combo basically however you please. Combo routing with Kim will be pretty free and open style, if this is any indication of it. Now, next up, I did mention that hop kick from Kim before, and now this is, I would assume, the heavier version of the move as he hops much higher. So he hops clear over Billy's attack, so if he can do that, I gotta assume he can hop over a fireball or something. And not only that, it gives enough hit stun and it has a juggle property to it that he can actually get a follow-up after the fact. And since you're in the air so long, it gives him enough time to charge the flash kick as well. In this sequence, we get a bit of a more extended combo flavor here, but still definitely a very Kim-style combo. So opening up, kind of the classic, close heavy kick into command normal into special, very KOF. So axe kick here, easy to hit confirm into a super after the fact, level 1 juggle super, and then we go for our command normal here, forward light punch, which kind of dashes him across the screen, leaves him in an error okay state, which he then combos into the aerial axe kick. So good little sequence here, gives a good idea of his potential. And here, if you've ever seen a KOF trailer before, you know how this is going to go. Raw max into a level 1 super here. This is the rush super this time. And we're going to go into our level 2 launcher super when he lands. And, well, from there, y'all know what's next. So launcher ground bounces here, and then it's climax time. And I'm happy to say his climax has been changed from KOF 14. So going up here, and then a just monstrously massive, like, phoenix kick. The spirit of the phoenix is rising up from this kick. And that looks pretty sick. And minus some little story bits, which we'll talk about in a second, that is the Kim trailer. And so yes, once again, Kim has the all-new look, but if you're going to fork over for the DLC, or if you already have the season pass, do not worry, because the classic Kim Kaphwan look is there, Taekwondo costume, and everything. Special bonus! Now, let's talk those story bits. So, we get some like flashback style cuts here, like a little bit of memory dust around the edges here. And it's basically Kim not having a good time. He's kind of complaining here. Training is hell. And it says his training is hell. Who could he be talking about? Even Shingo's like, what's going on here? So he's almost certainly referring to his former teammates, as we can see Luong here from KOF 14. His teammates were himself, Luong, and Darkside Phil. And they're always asking for more money for WWE champions. Sorry. Gang Ill. And they're always asking for more money to lazy around the house and basically bleed him dry. And whenever they're not freeloading on Kim, they're otherwise imposing on him. And Kim does not want them there, and he does not want them anywhere around him. He'd much rather be around Chang and Choi again. And also Kim's quite uncomfortable because despite nominally being in a relationship with Gang Il, Luong is also hitting on Kim pretty consistently. And he doesn't really know what to make of that. He just wants her gone, frankly. And that's about it for the Kim trailer. So classic character, all the moves you would expect would return, and some moves that haven't been around for a while also coming back, and some new toys to boot. So if you're a Kim fan, and just put on the record, I'm personally not a Kim fan. Never liked the guy, you know, but whatever, right? Let's try and be my best to be impartial for most of the video. At the end here, we can kind of rag on him a little bit, right? But yeah, if you like Kim, there's a lot of good stuff to be happy about here. And as well, we don't have an exact date, but maybe Kim comes with the fabled crossplay trailer, fixing matchmaking and bringing all the systems together into one big happy family. I guess we'll have to wait till after EVO Japan to have that all figured out, though. Maybe more balance changes, who knows? Season 2 is actually in a great spot overall, although some characters like Cronin, who we thought were dead, turns out it's a lot harder to kill than you think. But overall, considering what it was before, balance is in a pretty solid place. That said though, like any game, it could always be just a little bit better. All that said though, that's the footage and that is the news for today. So if you're a Kim fan, I'm happy for you. You got your boy back. And otherwise, well, we're at the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. And go out and play some King of Fighters.